Hi, Gina. When I reflected on my Walk the Path assignment and I looked at the table, the dream table that I put together, I noticed that there were actually quite a few similarities, which was nice to see. The two qualities that I had put for my table in the whole description, the two big things were that it needed to be a place that was beautiful and inviting for people. It had to be some place that people wanted to gather, and that it also needed to be functional. It needed to serve a variety of purposes and accommodate a variety of people. And so when I looked at the environment at my school, I saw that the physical space itself is has been set up very artistically and beautifully, and the curriculum itself is very purposefully designed to accommodate students at different developmental levels. It's a Waldorf curriculum, which does present some leadership challenges that I'm going to talk a little bit about. Um, but it's also a place that a lot of different people come and gather. And even though we don't have a lot of space, it's not the large redwood table. When you walk through the halls, you see that there's a variety of community members at the school. And that really shows strong leadership in the past. There's been a strong, we had one principal that was the founding principal, and she was really a great pioneering principal because she had a vision and she helped spread that vision. And so it's really clear that among staff members and community members, there's this strong vision holding everyone together. And not only do we share this purpose and vision, but leadership opportunities have been dispersed to the three bodies, the leadership boards, the community, and the staff, so that everyone holds a piece and people take up different projects, and the school really has this rhythmical life and a strong sense of community in it. It's grown, it's fairly new. I think we're in our 13th or 14th year. It's a place that has many stakeholders. And so this kind of shows this idea of dispersed leadership that's happened in the past. When I look at things that I might want to do when I look through a leadership lens and what might be a focus at Winterberry, I can notice all the positives and appreciate the areas that we're strong in, but there's a great amount of untapped potential at the school. And that became quite apparent when we did the school culture typology, because I noticed that the staff in particular came out really strong in two categories: the comfortable collaborative category, and then also the fragmented category. And part of this is because we're just stretched so thin. We have Thursday half days, and for half of our school day we spend in staff meeting. And we really have so much work to do that unfortunately the part that often gets missed is this real thorough assessment of our current practices. And so we have an opportunity for growth there. Unfortunately, that, part of that comfortable collaborative means that there's not a lot of growth happening right now. So I think that a leadership style, a theory of practice that I would have to say coming in is that combination of the transformational leadership style and the instructional leadership style. There needs to be someone who takes the helm that can continue to develop shared vision and trust. We had an excellent principal for a long time that was there maybe a little bit too long. In the last 2 years, we've had two brand new principals, and so it's very hard to do all of this in a short amount of time. And so it just remains to be seen what will happen. But someone who can come in and start putting together a leadership team and getting people on board and developing that trust, but then also someone who knows Waldorf curriculum enough to be able to point the staff in the direction of good education opportunities and also good exemplars to look at as far as other schools go, so that the staff can really develop as a learning organization. I really liked that idea from the last semester about Peter Senge's learning organizations. And I think if you can get the staff to move out of that comfortable collaborative to a collaborative model, then you're moving into that learning organization model and really taking the school where it needs to go. So the physical environment was set up and is great, but it's just taking it that extra piece and developing a culture that's geared toward change.